What's going on, everybody? C4 here today, finishing up with the Madden 18 ratings breakdown by position, and we'll be looking at this safety spot where once again the trickle of the Cowboys rating guy comes in. And I'm saying this as an Eagle fan. When we get to it, I feel for other teams in the division. It's not just the Eagles that have got robbed. We've seen Sidney Jones, Derek Barnett. Those are the two big ones. These are two rookies got absolutely robbed. Jordan Hicks, to an extent, our talented middle linebacker, got a very unfavorable rating. Looking at the Washington Redskins, I know at the top of my head, Jonathan Allen got absolutely robbed. 73 overall for debatably the best defensive lineman to ever come out of Alabama. So today, it's about time we start talking about the Giants. And we'll be touching on that today, as well as looking in the top 5 and the rookies and breaking them down. But without further ado, let's jump right into the top 5 safeties. At number 5, it's Eric Weddle of the Baltimore Ravens, who has a 73 overall. Comes with 91 acceleration, 81 tackling, 89 pursuit, and 83 zone coverage. I think he's still, even though he's getting up there in age, he's still definitely one of the better safeties. And that tandem of him and Tony Jefferson in Baltimore is very intriguing to me. I think they're going to be one of the top safety tandems in the league, no doubt. Going to number 4. Kind of surprising after the year he had. Harrison Smith of the Minnesota Vikings getting a 93 overall. 91 acceleration, 87 pursuit, 92 zone, and 92 hit power. I think that's pretty damn surprising to see him still get a 93. Look at the names that didn't make it. Definitely one glaring one that we're going to talk about. You probably will be able to pick up on who it is as we go throughout. But I mean, Harrison Smith still is really good, but coming off what could be considered, even Viking fans, not a Harrison Smith-like season, if you will. 93 is, I think, fairly generous and maybe a little too generous. Going number 3, it's going to be Earl Thomas of the Seattle Seahawks with a 94 overall. He has 91 speed, 81 man coverage, 93 zone coverage, and 86 hit power. I know a lot of Seahawks fans were probably terrified when there was rumors and murmurs of him potentially retiring after the really bad leg injury. Did he break his leg last year or did he tear his ACL? I can't remember off the top of my head, but he had a really bad injury. But when healthy, there's no denying he's definitely has dispute to be the top safety in football. He's a tremendous playmaker on the ball. And we reminded us when he blew up Gronk last year that he can still have some big punch. He packs a punch for being slightly undersized as a safety. Earl Thomas is a beast. I definitely think warranted of the number 3 spot. Or tied for number 2, I guess, technically. But number 2, we gave it to Eric Berry of the Kansas City Chiefs with as well a 94 overall. 91 speed, 93 jumping, 82 man, 91 zone, and 86 hit power. So fairly similar to Earl Thomas. I personally think Eric Berry is slightly better. That's a little bit, where Earl Thomas is much more a cover guy because he lets Cam Chance to do the tackling, stand in the box. I think Eric Berry's more well-rounded. He could do it all. I think he's a little bit more of a complete safety, but both these guys are certainly in the discussion for the top safety in the NFL. I think Eric Berry, 94, very fair grade. They didn't butcher these top 3 ratings. They definitely didn't butcher them. And finishing out with the number 1 safety in football, based off of last year, not who you think it is, Cam Chancellor with a 95 overall, 87 speed, 83 tackle, 94 jumping, 86 pursuit, 90 zone coverage, and 97 hit power. I mean, he's one of my favorite players to watch, well, as long as they're not playing the Philadelphia Eagles. It's very exciting to see a guy that's that big and as athletic as Cam Chancellor do the things that he does on the defensive side of things. But you may be saying to yourself, where's Landon Collins? I thought Landon Collins, a guy that honestly had a legit shot and a legit claim to be the defensive player of the year. Why isn't he on the top 5? Oh, that's because he got a 92. There you go, Giants. You may have thought you're, sitting pretty, not getting bamboozled by the Cowboys rating guy. Here you go. Landon Collins doesn't even break into the top 5 safeties. He's tied with Devin McCourty with a 92. He may not even break into the top 6 if he were, I don't know, whatever algorithm they're using. 92 overall. As an Eagle fan who despises the Giants, Landon Collins without a doubt deserves to be on the top 5 based off of last year. 94. I think even if they give Landon Collins a 95, I wouldn't be shitting on it. I'd say after the year he had last year, I personally, hopefully, I can come in and kind of seem like an Eagle fan. There's no way in hell Landon Collins is going to have productive a year this year as he did last year, but based off of last year's play, I mean, I haven't seen a safety play like that since probably Rashad Jones 2 years ago with the Miami Dolphins. Who, speaking of Rashad Jones, he got a nice 91 overall, rounding out the 90s for the safety position. But I mean, I don't know, man. I think Landon Collins got robbed. I think this is the time that the Cowboys rating guy fleeced the Giants. I could be wrong. Let me know what you think about that in the comments. Looking at the rookies here real quickly, Jamal Adams, the safety from the LSU, got an 81 overall, 91 speed, 82 tackle, 82 zone, and 90 hit power. That's pretty fair, I think. Jabril Peppers got a 76. He has 93 acceleration, 81 tackle, 87 hit power. Now, originally I thought the 76 was kind of unwarranted, but when I was looking at his stats, he actually kind of has shit coverage stats. I think they're like in the 60s, high 60s, low 70s, which I think is fair. I guess all the other attributes, his high pursuit, his tackling ability, it does bring him to a 76. Like, at the end of the day, he's not a 76. He's not the second or tied for second best safety in this year's draft class yet. I still think he's much more of a project type player with how the rating algorithm works in terms of tackling and not so much balancing the safety rating on their coverage ability. 76 makes some sense. Malik Hooker to the Chiefs, or not the Chiefs, Malik Hooker to the Colts. He got a 76 overall. He was regarded as the second best safety in this year's draft class behind Jamal Adams. 91 acceleration, 81 zone, and 81 pursuit. The second coming of Ed Reed. Has a meh looking rating to start things off here, but he should be decent in your simulations with the Colts. And the last one we're going to talk about is Obi Melifonwu, 75 overall, fairly generous. And I could tell that the ratings guy did not watch anything on Obi Melifonwu. 92 speed, 97 jumping, 83 pursuit. So we know he was the combine warrior, jumped up the damn park. They gave him 86 hit power. He tackles like a fucking infant. He is not a big tackler. He clearly looked at the size and said, 86 hit power. Literally watching it, he's George Iloka. He is George Iloka, not Cam Chancellor. They're building him like the second coming of Cam Chancellor. He is much more like a George Iloka zone coverage guy. Not a big hitter. He is not a big hitter at all. And the fact that he got 86 hit power definitely is making me scratch my head like, what the fuck? Where are these? I'm not coming out and saying, oh, why don't you do his job better? I honestly think I could do a better job with these ratings. I saw less bitching and less complaining over my Madden 17, Madden 18 ratings than what we're seeing right now. And that's with the goddamn roster file that brings the Eagles to the Super Bowl more often than not, you know? Finishing out the safeties, Marcus Williams got a 75, Budda Baker 74, Marcus May 74, Josh Jones 74, and Justin Evans on the Bucks a 73 to finish out the rookies. But, I mean, Landon Collins certainly is a little surprising. Same with Harrison Smith. I don't know if many people would believe me if I said Cam Chancellor was going to be undisputedly the top safety rating in Madden. You look at Obi Melifonwu with some questionable things there, but I think all in all, definitely not the weakest group in terms of the Madden 18 ratings. But let me know what you guys think in the comments section below. This is the final episode of these Madden 18 positional breakdowns because, you know, next week I get my hands on Madden. I think it's next week. I have no idea when this is coming out. But thank you guys for watching. As always, if this is your first time stopping by, don't be afraid to hit the subscribe button as Madden 18 season here on Beast Mode TV is just roaring. We're just getting ready to go. We're going to take this shit over. Thank you guys for watching. Until next time, C4 saying peace out.